there was going to be potentially a ground invasion of Israeli troops into Gaza, a war. And I was sent to be in place should that happen.
Even as we rehearsed some script on camera, another blast and another target struck. Meanwhile, Hamas rockets are more powerful and traveling farther into Israel than ever before.
When I first got to Israel, the difficulty is getting into Gaza because the border was closed more often than it was open.
And when CBC visited this nearby housing complex, struck yesterday, checked the gaping holes through the roof today. Sirens were heard yet again, and another huddle in the safe room as rockets passed overhead.
I've been to a lot of places in this job and seen a lot of things, and I've never seen anything like what we saw and encountered in the Gaza Strip. Our goal when we got there was to get as close to to what was happening as possible. And we hadn't even unpacked on our first day when there is this chest-thumping explosion outside. The missile, ear-splittingly loud, struck with stunning speed. This missile just missed us, and I've never seen violence like that, if that's the right word for it, because it really was, out of the movies, a ball of flame. And the reason we had it was because it was the second of two, because the first missile had gone, we missed it, aim the camera, it's like, what the heck? Aim the camera at that thing and leave it on a loop because you never know what's going to happen, but you have a good idea something might happen there, and then came the missile and we got the shot. And it was an incredible shot. You're rolling back time, in a sense. And as long as you click that button within a few seconds after it happens, you got it, even though you technically speaking, you sort of weren't really rolling beforehand. And it allows us to tell the story of the violence of war in a better, a richer way than we ever could before, because you never saw the true violence of it. You only saw the after effect. And if you're going to describe what the horror of this stuff, it helps to have it, and we did. You're thinking, are we on the right floor? Should we move further back? Should we get on the other side of the hotel? Where's a safe place here? Well, there is no safe place. This is a war zone, and you're in the middle of it. And that was our first day. They came, and they came bloodied and broken. Every day we would see something that made you stop and consider the hell that this was. We'd go to the main hospital where just you'd see stuff, kids, adults, people who were dying, who were ripped apart with shrapnel, who were terrified. And it was like it ripped your heart out. Not least because so many of those hurt in the assault are children. One of the things that I started doing was taking 10 minutes at the end of the day, no matter how late it is, how tired you are, and I would sit somewhere quietly and just think nothing and flatline and consider where I'd been and what I'd seen, but in a quiet, peaceful way, and reflect on it and then go to bed. And I find it just tremendously calming, and it helps you clear your mind of the crap you've seen without forgetting it. But it helps you deal with it. I mean, it's incredible. I don't know what words to use. There's just around that corner where those people are, there's a bloated dead body, and I think we can presume that in this rubble, which goes on and on and on in every direction. There are plenty more. What I find is consistent almost everywhere you go is that the people who are suffering in these places are inspiring. This man showed us his place. It's still standing, but ruined. Because they welcome you, and they speak with you, and they try to let you know what's happening here. I guess that's what allows you to go to these places and survive, sort of emotionally and mentally, is taking inspiration from the people you meet, even though what they're in is such a hell.